You're sprinting across open grassland. Behind you, a shape is closing the distance faster than you thought anything could move. Your legs burn. Your lungs scream. You risk a glance back. Mistake. Jaws close around your leg before you even hit the ground. This was the average life expectancy of your ancestors. 20 years. Forget everything you thought you knew about being tough because your ancestors survived a world that would kill you in under 10 minutes. And the weirdest part, the thing that killed the most of them, wasn't a lion. It wasn't a saber-tooth. It was being 5 years old. By the end of this video, you'll understand why simply reaching adulthood back then was rarer than winning a coin flip 5 times in a row. It's 2.5 million years ago. You are a Homo habilis, barely 4 feet tall, no claws, no fangs, and your weapon is a rock you're not even sure you're holding right. A shadow moves in the grass. You freeze. It's not looking at you. It's looking at your kid. You try throwing the rock. It misses by 3 feet. Impressive, truly. So you try yelling instead. Turns out loud human noises is actually one of the only tools evolution gave you that works. The shape moves off. New strategy unlocked. You can't outrun it. You can't outmuscle it. So you out-annoy it. But here's a question. How long do you think that trick keeps working? Unlike a leopard, which can sprint over 35 miles per hour in short bursts, early humans topped out around 15 miles per hour, and only for a few seconds before your legs gave out. But here's the twist. Unlike almost every predator on the plains, you could sweat through your skin instead of panting. That let you run animals into heat stroke over hours, not seconds. The one stat where you actually beat them. This is called persistence hunting. And it's the reason humans could take down animals 10 times their size without a single weapon. Just when you think you've got the annoy and outlast strategy figured out, night falls. And at night, your eyes are basically useless, while every single one of your predators just switch their vision to night mode. The old strategy, yelling, throwing rocks, running, doesn't work when you can't even see what's 5 feet away. So what do? You huddle, you wait, you hope the fire someone else in your group started an hour ago holds until morning. By age 1, you can't walk, can't run, and can't defend yourself in any way. You are, biologically speaking, prey with a pulse. Nearly 1 in 4 babies born in this era don't make it to their first birthday, not because nature is cruel, because nature simply doesn't care. Your mother tries carrying you while foraging. It fails. You cry at the worst possible moment, right as a predator passes nearby. So she tries something else, a sling made of animal hide, keeping her hands free while you stay silent against her body. New strategy unlocked. Survival isn't just about you, it's about who's willing to carry you. By age 5, you're barely 3 feet tall, smaller than most predators' prey animals, let alone a threat to them. By age 10, you've started learning to throw, to track, to recognize danger before it recognizes you. But you've also, statistically, already lost close to half the kids you grew up with. Childhood wasn't a phase of life back then, it was a filter. Just when your odds start improving, disease enters the picture. No antibiotics, no stitches. A simple cut on your foot from a sharp rock could turn into an infection that kills you slower and arguably worse than any predator ever could. The old strategy of just be careful doesn't work when the threat is invisible. You'd think surviving childhood would mean the worst is over. Nature disagrees, and by age 15, you're finally full height. Your body can now do what it was built to do: hunt, fight, reproduce. But this is also, statistically, one of the most dangerous windows of your life. You're old enough to take real risks and young enough to be reckless about them. You try joining the adult hunters early, eager to prove yourself. It fails. You're too slow, too inexperienced, and you nearly get the whole group killed. So the tribe adjusts. You're given smaller tasks first: scouting, gathering, watching the children, until you've earned the right to hunt. New strategy unlocked. Status isn't given, it's survived into. Eventually, you become a full adult. The animals that once stalked your camp now keep their distance. Fire and numbers made sure of that. But now the threat isn't outside the group, it's inside it. Food is scarce, alliances shift, and the tribe that saved your life as a kid can just as easily decide you're not worth feeding anymore. You've gone from prey to politician, and somehow that's not necessarily an upgrade. Unlike wolves, which settle rank through direct physical dominance, Early human groups relied heavily on social alliances and reciprocity, sharing food today so someone shares with you tomorrow. Break that unspoken contract and you don't get bitten. You get exiled. And exile alone in this world is basically a death sentence. You've gained fire, tools, and a tribe that respects you. But the one thing you can never fully secure is certainty that tomorrow's hunt succeeds, that the winter isn't the one that starves the group, that you'll wake up at all. Even at the top, in prehistoric terms, you're one bad season away from the bottom. If you're a woman in this world, there's one more threat waiting: childbirth itself. Human babies are born with unusually large heads relative to the birth canal, a trade-off for our big brains. It made childbirth one of the single most dangerous events a person could survive in prehistory. This isn't a footnote, it's one of the biggest filters evolution ever built. By your 30s, you're already considered elderly by prehistoric standards. Your joints ache from a lifetime of walking, throwing, carrying. Your teeth, with no dentistry, are likely worn down or already gone. And yet elders were valuable in a way brute strength never was: memory. Knowing where water was during the last drought, knowing which plants healed and which ones killed. That knowledge could save the entire group. Eventually, a younger, faster, sharper-eyed hunter takes your place at the front of the group. As the sun sets over the savanna, you realize the real reason you wouldn't survive prehistoric times isn't the predators, the cold, or the hunger. It's that survival was never a single moment of toughness. It was thousands of tiny stacked filters: infancy, childhood, adolescence, childbirth, politics, old age, each one designed to weed you out. And somehow, against every single one of those odds, your ancestors kept winning. Generation after generation, filter after filter, until it produced you, reading this sentence in a warm room with zero predators in sight.